Guys, what is going on? MikeCesSr back with another video, and wow, we've got quite a bit to talk about. For those of you who don't know and are new to the channel, my name is MikeCesSr, and I am a day trader within the crypto community, crypto world. I do a little bit of stocks here and there, but mainly this channel is based on cryptocurrency. And you know, just basically news and taking a look at charts and prices and where we could go, you know, where we're looking to go. So let's take a look at what we got going on, guys. The reason why I said in the description bears or bulls is we're kind of in a weird spot right now, in my opinion. We're sitting at $7,617 with a pump overnight. You know, I got us trading in this channel, and this is about the third rejection now that we're getting. Matej, my buddy, what's going on, man? Last month was interesting. I successfully lost 0.4 BTC on BitMEX, and now I'm moving back to Binance to enjoy the stability of alts. I agree with that. Matej, you know, there has been many times where I lost a lot of money on BitMEX as well. You have to be very careful. You know, a lot of people go over to BitMEX and they start using a lot of leverage, and that's just something that's, you know, if you're not a very, and I'm not saying you're not a advanced trader, but if somebody does go over that doesn't have experience on reading charts and trends, and you know, you really got to set your stop losses on BitMEX. That's the number one thing that I really noticed that made a difference in my trading and in my leverage positions, is setting stop losses. Because sometimes, you know, you get to a point where you're so, you know, where you're at such a loss that you kind of have to turn around and just click that button and take a loss. You know, there's been times where I was liquidated because I wasn't able to click that button because I didn't want to take that loss that was on that screen. But it's better than getting overall liquidated. Now, I recommend always using 10 times leverage. 25 times leverage is even, you know, you're playing with fire. And if you're not a very, very experienced trader or don't know how to read charts and you know, patterns and trends, then, you know, you're gonna have a rough time with BitMEX. Now, the order book is very important when you are shorting and using leverage. Seeing what's coming into the market and seeing what's going out. You know, once all those things come into consideration and you can really learn how to take those positions, then you'll have a lot more success with BitMEX. But it is a very dangerous and very sketchy area to be playing in, for sure. I have not been doing much BitMEX trading at all. I've been staying away from that for the last month or so. I just started looking at it because, you know, things are starting to get a little interesting now. You know, we're trading within this channel, and you know, I was able to capitalize on some of these rejections and bounces off supports and stuff like that, and that's the only reason why I'm using leverage. But I'm placing my stop losses very, very tight. So if I were to put an entry, right, so this morning I saw that we did get a rejection off of this 76.68 resistance line that I have drawn out. So I ended up placing a small short with a stop loss right above. I would not recommend anyone to go over to BitMEX. BTC is very hard to understand. Not everyone is able to control motions. You're 100% right. You are 100% right, Matej. I do not recommend leverage trading to anyone. You know, if it's something that you can develop and understand and start getting good at, then you can. You know, I've had a lot of success with BitMEX, so I'm not going to dog it completely. But you know, I have made a lot of money due to leverage trading, but I am very careful with placing my stop losses. That's what you really got to do, and that's where the emotion comes in, right? That, you know, you gotta let those tools be your emotion. So if you can set your stop losses so you don't get liquidated out of positions, then your emotions are just completely taken out of the scenario, right? So let's take a look at the regular BTC pattern. You know, again, we still have it trading within this channel here. And what are we gonna do next? You know, there is several different options that could happen. We have this upwards channel that we're riding on support, and we have this top channel that we're running on resistance. Now, I do just see us probably just continuing to bounce inside this channel until we make a big move. But if you notice, we're starting to get a tight squeeze on these EMAs on the longer time charts, which is very interesting because you know, here we have this big separation that kind of indicates, you know, we're not getting close to any price, you know, movement in any big direction anytime soon, which we saw with this consolidation. But now that we are getting a lot of volume coming in and a lot of price movement happening, these EMAs are starting to get closer and closer together, and you know, it is probably going to go one way or another, and I expect it to make a big move within the next day or two. Let's take a look at, I had some stuff written down that I obviously just completely forgot about. Let's take a look at some of the big movers. You know what, let's just take a look at the market cap and where we are standing. Guys, we're still sitting at, you know, $341 billion market cap. We seem to have found some kind of like support around that 338 to 341 billion market cap, which is, you know, which is decent. You know, we're not seeing any big drops, we're not seeing any big movements. We're kind of just seeing a big consolidation with a fluctuation of price of, you know, $200 to $300 here and there, which is fine. We did call out last night, guys, that V chain looked very, very good. Now this is a perfect example of the type of trades that I like to make. I saw a breakout of a wedge. We got a candle that had closed in the 4 hour. And as you play it out, this is over on my Trading View channel, guys. If you go look in the description below, the Trading View link is in the description, and you guys can go check out, you know, what I call out, and you know how I'm viewing certain situations. So as we saw V-Chain close out of this wedge here, we ended up seeing a nice movement, and we got a gain for about, I don't know, 5 or 6%. So I was able to capitalize on that, make a quick 6% in my portfolio, and I still hold V-Chain because, again, I think overall with BTC, this is a very bullish pattern that we're seeing. EMAs are getting closer together, and we are riding this top resistance. Now, if we start seeing a big sell-off and we start dropping down back to support, there is another chance that we could just break right through the support and just head back down to those $7,000 areas. But right now, we're kind of in a situation where you have to keep a close eye on whether or not we're going to break this resistance or break the support. That's pretty much where I stand. We're seeing a lot of movement in EOS, ton of movement in EOS. I mean, look at this just skyrocket. Now today, their mainnet launch is occurring. We can take a look at that live. I believe they are showing it live on CoinDesk. Let's take a look at how we can watch the EOS blockchain launch. All right, Block 1 is giving away $4 billion code this weekend. Anyone can guess what will happen next? As profiled, CoinDesk, EOS is set to launch sometime soon, though the company that's built the code is going out of its way to prove software really will be in open source. Big things happening for EOS, guys. And again, I've said it over and over in this channel. I am very bullish on EOS long term. Are we going to see a sell-off after the mainnet is launched? I don't know. I mean, it looks very, very strong right now. And we're about to start testing, I believe, all-time highs with EOS. Now, if we look at the 24-hour chart, that is a huge spike in volume, and obviously people are accumulating EOS in order to get their airdrops. Now, is there going to be a sell-off after the mainnet launch and the airdrops occur? That's something that we have to keep an eye on, but that is a huge candle. I believe this candle here is when we had the news that came out about the mainnet launch starting to happen, and we have just been going up from there. So EOS is definitely looking good. Guys, let's take a look at NEO real quick as well. That is a coin that we had thrown out in our last video, and we are up almost 8%, if not more. We got in right around the 7,000 Satoshi range, so we were able to take advantage of that pattern as well. So if we go down to 7,000 here, boom. So we were able to see about a 7% gain in that NEO call that we made on live stream, the last video, which, you know, very great pattern, very great breakout. And those, again, that's the type of stuff that I like trading, guys. Now we're starting to see a little bit of consolidation, which is fine. I do expect a touch maybe off the 15 EMA. So if you are looking to get into a position on NEO, I do think that a touch off the EMA would be your best bet, or maybe even dollar cost average your way in. Again, guys, these are very attractive prices that we're looking at. You know, if the bull market is around the corner, you want to get in on these prices, because these prices are just as low as they're going to get if the bull market happens soon. Everything will go up when Bitcoin goes up, so prepare yourself for that, guys. Again, it's going to depend on whether or not we are able to break out of this resistance or break through the support. There's two ways to look at it. And as you can see, guys, these EMAs are getting closer and closer to do a nice crossover, which would be a buy signal in my opinion. As soon as I see that 15 cross that 55, that's a buy indication for me. As soon as I see a close over this resistance, this is a buy for me, and I will go long on BTC. You know, it's very possible, guys. We're looking bullish. Couple of other coins, TRX. I'm, you know, again, you guys know my feelings on TRX. I do not think it is a, I think they repeat the news. I think everything that they come out with, they just kind of repeat themselves. And, you know, I'm not a huge fan of TRX. Will it see some gains this year? Probably, if we do enter a bull market, or if that market cap is able to get up to like that $500 billion, $470 billion market cap. TRX might be a mover along with it, but I just think the market cap on TRX is too high. I don't think it has room to really, you know, I think the train has left the station on that one for any new investor trying to get into TRX. If you're looking to get small gains, fine, but I think the market cap and total circulating supply is just way too high for this coin to be considered a dollar coin, or even, you know, 50 cents in my opinion. You know, that is what it is on that. So S&T, not something I want to look at. IOTA. Let's see how IOTA is performing. So IOTA seeing some consolidation. We are on the 4-hour chart, and guys, most of the time we do look at the 4-hour chart over here on this channel, and that's just the way I trade. So we did get a bounce off the 15 EMA with a little bit of volume coming in, but we're starting to see some more consolidation with IOTA. Now, obviously, a lot of this news was due to the IOTA and USDT pairing on Binance, with some more news actually coming out of Binance this morning that they are now giving gas to NEO holders, which is incredible. I woke up this morning and was able to see a little bit of gas in my account from the NEO that I had purchased off that 7,000 Satoshi buy, and I was pretty excited to see that. I thought that was great. Let's take a look at some news that is going on. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? Let's just keep going down. Let's see some of the top movers of the day. Vertasium has been around for a little while now, guys. I mean, this coin just continues to grow. It is the peer-to-peer investment banking service. So, you know, they are, you know, trying to be a banking service of the crypto community blockchain area. So, I wasn't crazy. I did do a little bit of a review on Vertasium in one of my previous videos. I did not like how the guy was saying, you know, some of the people that did not have the talent were going to be at the bottom of the ladder, and the people with the talent would be at the top of the ladder. As soon as I heard him say that, I turned it off. I don't believe in that. I think everybody has a chance to be something that they want to be in life, and for those that don't support somebody, I think you're just, you know, a douchebag, and that's that. So, you know, it is what it is. It is a big gainer. It's got a market cap of $198 million. Not a huge market cap. Circulating supply, not that crazy at all either. 233 million. So, I mean, the market cap and the price is probably right around where it should be. It's at $3.04. Yeah, I mean, If you're trading it, cool. Decred, guys. Decred is an open and progressive cryptocurrency. So it's a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency that you are allowed to trade with the peer-to-peer. It is a project that I do enjoy a lot, and I do have long-term in one of my long-term portfolios. Some of the other top gainers for today are Steem, Nano. I like seeing Nano get up there, guys. It's back up to that $4 range. It was sitting down lower. You know, we've seen an all-time high Nano around $14 when it did do the rebranding from Roblox to Nano. But I think that all-time high price was due to the fact that the rebranding happened from Roblox to Nano. Just a little bit of news in the cryptocurrency market, guys, can cause that kind of price influx in any project. That's just how it works. So VeChain, we got VeChain up that 6% since our call out, up $3.06 with a market cap of $1 billion. Now, guys, VeChain long term, I think, is going to be a project that has a lot of potential going forward. Now, it is also one of my long-term holders. I believe in the project, and if you want, we can take a look real quick for those of you who do not know about VeChain. Let's see a little bit about what's going on with it. Website's right there. Guys, I love this site. If you guys don't know this site, it's cryptoslate.com. It has pretty much everything that you need to know about every cryptocurrency out there. And I think this is the site that we're going to start using to look at the market. I mean, you know, CoinMarketCap is cool. Everybody uses it. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of an adopted site that a lot of people are familiar with. And that was one of the reasons why I was using it, is because it is, you know, a very known site, and people are easy, you know, you know, people know about it, and it's easy to read. So it's easy for you guys to read along as well. But I kind of want to switch things up a little bit and look at some other stuff that has a lot of potential as well. That's what it's all about. As you can see, even VeChain has their own Discord. You know, you can join their Telegram, their LinkedIn. That's what I really like about CryptoSlate, is that you can click on any single project and kind of just, you know, learn everything that there is to know about them just by going into their, you know, let's see Zilliqa here. Zilliqa's up 5% today. Great. And guys, like I said, when this run of BTC happens, a lot of these coins are going to see an increase. You know, again, their GitHub, their Bitcoin Talk, Reddit, YouTube, all their social media platforms and their community is right on their page. You can go to their website. Everything that's been in the news about that particular coin is right here. I mean, it's just, and this is really big for me too, guys. Their team is right there in your face. Now, when I look at projects to look at long-term, the first thing that I look at for a long-term hold for me is their team. I want to know about their team, and I want to make sure that they're not just some kids living in a basement that is trying to start an ICO to collect some money to scam people, because that is happening a lot. Now, just a very, very, you know, exchanges that you are able to get it on. Very, very cool site, and I think we found a excellent gem that we are, you know, we're going to start using from now on. We can even take a look at the news, and I'm sorry I got off that VeChain pattern. I just got a little excited with this, and I wanted you guys to, you know, check it out. Price watch: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin struggle to remain afloat. Now, I think the reason he's saying that is pretty much just the pattern that we're trading in, guys. You know what I mean? It's just, we are in no man's land. And until we break one of these resistances or supports, I do not see where the price is going to end up going, and I cannot give any accurate predictions, because even myself, I do not know what is going to end up happening with this price. I do hope that it sees a bull run. I hope that we can get up to this, what are we at, 8150 area, because that is one of the resistances I have. If we do break resistance, this is second resistance, right above pretty much where the 200 moving average is. Guys, that's why I have it in gold, right? That 200 EMA is just gold to me. I use it so much because it's a huge, huge indication of a resistance, and usually it's right on with a lot of the charts that I make. What else? What else? What else? Anything you guys want me to take a look at? Oh, I want to talk about also one thing else, guys. IDEX, right? A lot of people are starting to get into IDEX, and you need to be careful that it's idex.market.com. There is a lot of phishing sites out there for IDEX that will take your money and you will never get it back. You need to make sure that you are linked up to your Ether wallet. I cannot express that enough. Do not create another Ether wallet. Whatever Ether wallet that you have, say it's a Ledger Nano. Guys, I have my Ledger Nano right here. It is one of the greatest things that I've ever gotten. It's so easy to use. I plug it into my computer. I store all my offline crypto on here, and I put it in a safe spot that nobody knows about. So if, you know, so it's just less that, you know, hopefully one day I can look at this right here and say, you know, this is a couple $1 million here. You know, the amount of crypto that I have on this stored right now has the potential to be a couple $1 million if the market does get back on this bull run. It does have some of the top, you know, projects in there that I truly believe in. It's got a bunch of Ethereum. It's got a bunch of, you know, it does have XRP. You know, I have to hold a little bit of XRP because what they're doing is they are playing the game with the banking system, right? They're playing along with the game and they are trying to get the mainstream public involved, and I totally understand what they're trying to do. So for Ripple and for XRP to not see some kind of price movement and get back up to that $1 to $2 range seems very unlikely to me. With you know, they're the top coin in the news all the time. I'm always seeing Ripple. Everywhere I look, Ripple's starting new partnerships with this one and this one and this one. So it's hard to believe that Ripple is never going to be worth something. And right now, guys, you can get XRP very cheap. I believe it's sitting at 64 cents. So, you know, you can set you can set yourself up in a position to hold Ripple, you know, even if you want to just throw $100 in it, guys, and get, you know, a couple hundred of them. You know, that could be worth a lot one day. Now, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be worth millions. I'm not saying you're going to get rich off of it, but I do believe in Ripple long term. I'm not a big fan of what they're doing because I think it's kind of coinciding and going against the whole cryptocurrency idea. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted to come on, give a quick update. I do have some huge news coming out soon that I can't wait to share with you guys. You know, we are starting to do we have some big things in the works. We are having someone very special come on the show. There's a couple of people actually that are coming on that I cannot wait to introduce to you guys. We have just a lot of news coming out that I'm excited to share. And I can't quite get in it now because it is not fully developed. But once it is, you know, I can't wait to share it with you guys. You know, we're going to do this on our own. You know, we're going to grow this community from the ground, from the floor to the top. You know, we started with 0, and we are going to grow this this page and grow this community to help each other learn and trade, you know, to become better traders. And that's what it's all about, is bouncing ideas off of each other and just working together. That, if you want to be a success, I'm going shopping. It's getting dark in Europe. Cheers and good evening. Hey, take care, Matej. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I see you in here most of the time. I really appreciate your support. You know, go spend some money, get some sleep, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Thank you for the support, Matej. Thank you. So with that being said, guys, we're going to wrap it up. This is a quick stream. Just wanted to dive into the price. You know what? I just want to look at Ethereum really quick and show you guys what I got going on with that as well. So Ethereum had broken out of a resistance that was very interesting to me. Now, let's go to the 2-hour chart. So we got a nice little breakout. Let's check the 4-hour. Boom. We got a nice little breakout of this resistance. Now, again, you all know that Ethereum moves with the price of BTC. So, you know, if BTC can break out of that resistance, then I expect Ethereum to at least run up to this 200 EMA. And, you know, Ethereum is going to be one of those big movers, and I truly believe that. So, anyway, guys, EOS, Make sure your EOS is on a exchange that does support the airdrops and supports the ERC20's the token swap, so you do not lose any value in your EOS. Also, going back to the IDEX, I know I'm all over the place. I did not have a plan for this, but IDEX, guys, just be careful with IDEX. I can't express that more. It is a great exchange to get into because you can get into some of these coins that are worth like 1/8 of a penny and that come out, you know, literally 2 days ago. Like I was able to triple one of my accounts because I got into a coin that had come out on that exchange that was worth, you know, 1/8 of a penny, and the next day it ended up getting listed to KuCoin, so I was able to make huge profits on that. And but I can't express enough to make sure that your Ethereum address is linked to that IDEX account, because it is going to be very difficult for you to figure out how to move those coins around. I highly suggest that you look at a lot of tutorials on YouTube about how to use IDEX first before you get involved in it, or even reach out to me, guys. DM me on Twitter, or reach out, or just throw a comment down below in the comment section and I will return your message. If you guys have noticed, you know, I do respond very quickly to every single one of you guys, especially on Twitter. And again, we will end this video. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to DM me and I will get right back to you guys. And you know, I'm expecting for a decent and a very exciting next couple of days, whether we are going to break that resistance or support. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the day or the night, wherever you guys are. And again, I cannot wait to tell you guys about what we got going on. And thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been great. You know, I will see you guys on the next one. Not sure if we're going to do a live stream tonight. If something big does happen in the market, then we will go live. But, you know, if we're pretty much just sitting and doing the same stuff we're doing now, you know, I'm not going to come out and just, you know, do an article about whatever, you know, every other YouTube's doing. You know, you guys can go check it out somewhere else. So I will be back. Just keep it posted on my Twitter, and I will see you guys soon.